Juicy, succulent, meaty, just full of flavor. No kissing after eating this dish. If you've ever explored the North Shore in Oahu while hungry, chances are you've heard of this dish. Aloha busy bees, it's Zung, and we are continuing on with our Hawaiian series with a very popular, famous dish that people travel to the North Shore for to enjoy. I am talking about Giovanni Shrimp Truck Shrimp Scampi with all of its garlicky, buttery goodness with that succulent shrimp. Oh, this dish is one to recreate, and I'm gonna show you how. If you guys are fans of Giovanni Shrimp Truck, be sure to give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more Hawaiian food ideas. Go ahead and get started. So I have about a pound of large to jumbo prawns. This one is about a 16 to 20 size. So I'm gonna devein it by just scoring the top through the shell and remove the nasties because you really don't want to eat that. Ew. 16 to 20 size basically means there's 16 to 20 of these shrimps in a pound. All right, I've done 3. I have about 15 more to go. So Giovanni Shrimp Truck is one of those places where it's like a must visit. Every time like my friends or anyone comes back, they always rave about it. If you guys have ever been there, go ahead and comment below and let me know what your favorite dish is, because they have various shrimp dishes. One is like just a lemon butter, there's the shrimp scampi, and then there's like a really spicy one that they serve with rice or mac salad. And for me, it's always been the shrimp scampi, just because I love garlic, and that sauce over white rice is just, it's an experience for sure. So every summer when I was growing up, I would always, actually my parents would always take us to Hawaii. So I feel like I have a deep connection with the islands. There's like a photo of me on the beach with this Hello Kitty floaty that I found. It was such a different place back then. It was a lot more like homey, country-ish, very much like a tourist attraction, but not as modern as it is now. Like if you go to Waikiki, it's like fancy. So the reason why I chose this shrimp variety was because, well, number one, the store did not have tiger prawns, which is what Giovanni Shrimp Truck uses. This one is a Gulf white shrimp, and it just looked really juicy. So you want to make sure you get a pretty substantial size prawn to stand up to all that garlic and the rice and the sauce, because you want to be able to just bite into it and get that shrimp meaty goodness. So I finished deveining the shrimp, and as you can see, I left the shell on just because I think the texture really complements the shrimp once you cook it up. And I'm gonna show you my special technique for keeping it crunchy. But now I'm gonna go give it a quick rinse to remove all of the impurities, and then we're gonna come back and prep our garlic and the rest of the marinade. All right, so it's garlic shrimp scampi. And I'm going to use a whole bulb of garlic. Yes, the whole thing. No kissing after eating this dish. But I'm also gonna show you a really cool hack to peel the garlic quickly. You need 2 metal bowls, about the same size. I'm gonna help it by just kind of peeling it out. If you guys know this hack, let me know by commenting below. And for this hack, if you ever want to just use it for like 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, you can totally do this too. It doesn't have to be a whole bulb. So now you flip this over, and then you just shake it really hard. Ready? I hope that worked. Look, you can already see the peels coming out. You guys ready for some magic? Ta-da! They've mostly separated, and you get whole peeled garlic. It's amazing. It's not a perfect science. For example, this one, the shell is still on, or the peel is still on. So some of them you do just actually need to peel it off, but it's a lot easier than peeling it without shaking. So we have about 15 big garlic cloves here, and I'm just gonna put it into my food processor and chop them up. I'm looking for pretty even, medium-sized chunks here. I like to do this slowly because you can easily make this really fine, and I don't want that. And I think we're there. But this is the size that I'm looking for so that we don't burn our garlic. I have about a 1/4 cup here, and I'm probably just gonna take about 1 tablespoon to marinate the shrimp. Then I'll add 2 teaspoons of paprika to add some color, 1 teaspoon of Hawaiian salt, alea. It's baked Hawaiian red clay mixed with sea salt. It's not like your regular salt, it's more of like a, it has a nutty earthiness to it. I really like it, and anytime I'm doing Hawaiian food, I use this salt. But you guys, tell me how to pronounce it correctly in the comment section below. And then about a 1/4 cup of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon. And now we'll just mix. So that's our marinade. I'm gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes so that the flavors really penetrate the shrimp, and then we're gonna start cooking it off. To cook the shrimp, I think Giovanni Shrimp Truck actually makes the garlic butter sauce first and then they toss in the shrimp, but I like to maintain a little bit of crunch to the shell, so I'm doing kind of like a Vietnamese style. What we usually do is take the shrimp with the shell on and just dredge it in a cornstarch mixture. Usually there's like garlic powder, salt and stuff, but since I've already marinated this, it's just pure cornstarch. Dip both sides, and then in my pan with a layer of hot oil, I'm just gonna pan fry it for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And just keep adding the shrimp to the pan. You gotta kind of act fast with this. And I have the heat on like medium low because I don't want to burn it. So I'm working in batches here. And if you see the oil or towards the middle start to burn, just get a paper towel and wipe it off. And then you just start over. Dang, does this look beautiful or what? Like it has a perfect crunchy shell. And to be honest, I could just eat the shrimp like this. But since we're doing garlic scampi, I gotta do the garlic. So our pan looks pretty good here. I'm gonna keep the oil because the shrimp really imparts a lot of flavor when you fry it up like this. I'm just gonna kind of scrape the burnt pieces out though. Be very gentle if you're using a cast iron like this. This is my baby, but I got this. So on top of our oil, I'm gonna add 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. This is not the healthiest dish, you guys, but it's one of those dishes that you just want to enjoy sometimes with your friends, or maybe make it for a party. After the butter, we're gonna add the remaining chopped garlic in there and saute it just until it becomes golden brown. That'll take about 3 minutes. You definitely do not want to burn the garlic here, so err on the side of it being a little bit undercooked. To make sure it doesn't burn, keep it moving, just keep it stirring. Is there anything better than cooked garlic with butter? I don't think so. It smells incredible. And then once it gets to the right color, we're gonna add a squeeze of a lemon in there, a pinch of salt, and then we're gonna add the shrimp back in. I added the shrimp back in just to coat in that buttery garlic sauce. And this is it. Let's plate this baby. So to plate our shrimp scampi, I'm gonna keep it really simple. Like they do at Giovanni Shrimp Truck, they're gonna add 2 scoops of white rice, which I have here. Got my handy dandy ice cream scoop. We'll add a generous portion of our shrimp scampi. I think they usually give you like a dozen, and then you gotta have that sauce on the rice. Garnish it with a wedge of lemon just to cut through the grease. And then they usually serve it with like this red chili sauce, but I recently found this coconut sriracha, which I love, and I think it'll pair so well. So I'm gonna put it in this ramekin on the side. And voila, this is my recreation of Giovanni Shrimp Truck Shrimp Scampi. Oh, it looks so good, and it really looks legit. Like this looks like it could be the real deal. Let's go ahead and give the shrimp a try. We'll add a squeeze of lemon. This is the real deal, you guys. So the flavor is buttery, garlicky, just as you imagined it would be. But with the addition of the lemon, it cuts through the grease a little bit. And because we did that extra step of dredging it with the cornstarch, the skin maintains a crunch, but it even goes further with that like batter outside. I'd love to hear about your memories at Giovanni's Shrimp Truck if you've ever been, or even just your adventures in Hawaii. Thank you so much for watching. I have a lot more Hawaiian recipes coming at you, some really good desserts and some classics. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time. Aloha, mahalo, bye. A spicy kick. But the shrimp is still juicy, succulent, meaty, just full of flavor. Make this to bring you back to Hawaii.